So having a job that I picked up a lot of different skills in, and whilst I was working in that job, this is kind of a very important part. I would work there we worked from 8:30 a.m. till 6 p.m. and every evening, not at the very start, but I would then work from about 6 p.m. To about 2 o'clock in the morning, and you don't have to do that. It's quite extreme. I actually built a camper van, and I would sleep in the car park out the back of our office. This is a completely true story. I'm not sure if I've said this before. My goal was to go traveling around Europe. So I built a camper van, and what ended up happening is I was so obsessed with like trying to figure out how to build these startups that I ended up just sleeping in the car park outside the office. I would go and shower in the gym during the day. I would do my day job, and then as soon as it was 6 p.m., sometimes a little bit before that, I would do some business work during my day job hours. I was purely focused on building my company. And I do think one of the fastest ways to acquire skills, at least it was for me, is by building your own business. But you do need some kind of basics and a little bit of a foundation there in the first place, which, as I mentioned, I got from the recruitment job. I started to understand like a little bit about marketing, about communication, about how business was done. And then I kind of had the confidence to go and start off and build my own company. And the other thing that I used to do was, and the way that I got my first clients was simply through websites like Fiverr and People Per Hour, where I would offer LinkedIn management services. And the other way that I would do it is I would automate outreaching messages on LinkedIn to bring on customers. And yeah, and this was about 10 years ago. This was not 10 years ago. 9 years. It was about 9 years ago. And my salary at the time would have been about $1,200 after taxes. And I remember one morning waking up to this guy who had made an order on Fiverr for like $1,500, which at the time to me was like a month's salary. And that is when I kind of started to realize that you can really make an income online. Again, we kind of live in a different world now where it's completely normal to make an income online, but back then I kind of had to like literally figure all this stuff out for myself. I didn't know anyone in the online world.